get to raid Ice Crown Citadel on Tuesday. Lich King more like the Bitch King.
Trial of the Crusader sucked.
Yeah, it did. Went 4-20 in Modern Warfare the other day.
You bite your thumb at me?
I bite my thumb, but not at you, sir.
You lie.
Draw your swords if you be men.
Fight down with Thor's bloody hammer! Team, whirlwind attack!
I play the character Jack. He's heavily involved in games and gaming, and specifically like a live-action role-playing game in which his character's name is Romeo.
3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage, 6 damage, 8 damage, 10 damage.
Dead. Dying.
Oh, brother!
I assassinate you.
Jack gets so into the character of Romeo from his Larp game that he actually speaks lines of Elizabethan English in his everyday life. Not 100% of the time, but most of the time, especially when he's trying to be impressive, because being into a character and developing a character is what is seen as like high status in his group.
What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Yeah, I just got back from that Larp thing. It's kind of dumb.
She speaks.
Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't really have very much fun, but there was this guy there. He was like pretty good looking as far as nerds go.
Shall I speak at this, or shall I hear more?
I don't even know his real name. His quote-unquote LARP name was Romeo, but so I don't even know his real name in real life.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Nevermore will I be Romeo.
What man art thou that hides in my backyard in the middle of the night?
Jack, his circle of friends is seen as a pretty stereotypical, like, nerdy group of friends. So Jack's becoming involved with a popular girl like Rachel would be pretty unorthodox and maybe a little taboo, especially on her side of the culture. The new shaman build in there, one of them is the world speaker shaman, where your animal companion isn't actually an animal, it's just like a nature spirit, like a tree or a rock. Jack's a member of a LARP group called the Monger Dudes, and they have a rival faction, the Catapults, who they battle for supremacy in their LARP game. And the character Rachel, her parents are part of the Catapults, and Romeo being a Monger Dude, you can see the parallels where Rachel is sort of the Juliet character with the star-crossed lovers and so on.
6 damage. 7 damage. 8 damage. I'm the strongest guy out here.
One of the biggest challenges I faced working on this film was trying to make all of the lines, all the nerd lingo seem fluid. Like, it's really like gibberish to me, like +1 bonuses to attack, and you know, fire damage, you know, poison, you're dazed. There's this bard power that it grants for an entire round. It grants all of your allies a cumulative +1 bonus to hit for everyone that hits. I know them now, but learning them, it was just like, who knows what the hell these guys are talking about.
Well, I play Rachel in the movie. Rachel sort of sees herself as somewhat of a socialite, you know, social butterfly, kind of one of the popular crowd.
Did you see that new hot kid in chemistry?
Yeah, he's so cute.
He looks like that guy
Did you just
from
transfer?
Twilight. Oh my god.
Totally gonna get
Oh
with
my God.
him. Yeah. He's like
Hook it
Edward
up.
Cullen's twin.
Rachel's parents actually pretty much force her into going to one of these LARP events with them. They buy her a costume, foam weapons, and everything, and she just really wasn't enjoying herself until she sees this guy, Romeo, who is also Jack in the film. And, you know, when she sees this really attractive guy, she sort of becomes a little bit more interested in what's going on and maybe slightly more open to the idea of this whole world that she's always labeled as being too nerdy for her.
If with my unworthiest hand I profane this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips, two ready pilgrims stand to smooth that rough touch with a gentle kiss.
We could hold hands. As Rachel stepped down from her role as being this socialite, the social butterfly, to be with Jack, she was sort of committing social suicide, so to speak. I have so much lip gloss on. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. And taking that and comparing it to the actual suicides in Romeo and Juliet was this film's way of, you know, taking away some of that severity and lightening the idea of suicide.
In other adaptations of the, this film, Mercutio, kind of effeminate, well, you know what I'm saying? But in this film, I try to portray him as like a badass, big dude, big beard, big hammer. It's like Lethal Weapon 1, Mel Gibson, big mullet, big man, hard ass.
Where is Romeo? Uppeth thy ass and downeth thy crack. Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission, rat catcher, will you walk? What wouldst thou have with me? King of the cats, I take but one of your lives, but will the rest of the 8 you rise from the sewers and face me? 420. 3 daps, 2 daps, 5 daps, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, dead.
Do I gotta roll down the hill now?
The point of this is to turn a tragedy, like the tragic story of Romeo and Juliet, into a comedy almost. And that, you take these two different worlds, the LARP world and the real world, and, you make the things that would be tragic happen in the LARP world where there's no real repercussions for you to happen in the real world.
I am hurt! A curse on both of your houses! God, why?
For example, I would die in the LARP world, and my character dies.
I can't believe I died!
But in real life, I'm still alive, and I'm still doing things with my friends and still living life. And that's how you turn the tragedy into both something that actually happens and something into something that could be funny without, damaging, effects to characters and plots and such.
All right, I'm done, guys. I'm going home. My mom's waiting out in the parking lot.
Oh, working on the film was great. It's a lot of fun, getting to know all the crew and my other actors who I'd be, foam sword fighting with. Happy to say I did all my own stunts. It may be foam, but you can get bruised pretty bad in the ribs or back of the knee, or catch a glancing blow to the nose. You could get a little trickle of blood. So I definitely had my fair share of close calls, but safety was first.
I really think audiences are going to appreciate and understand this reinterpretation of such a classic story.
Well, actually, this is the cheapest Shakespeare film ever made. However, the most expensive LARP movie ever made as well. You do the math.
Dude, go over and make a slam dunk.